Now that we have our coffee, we have to start off our day with a nice splash of perfume. These are all of the perfumes that I use on a regular basis. I just like to have them on this little tray. I think that it's so cute. My go-to perfumes right now are these two from Dossier. It's the Aromatic Pineapple and the Floral Almond. Such a good scent for summer, the Aromatic Pineapple. And then this one I like to wear at night. I love Dossier. I've mentioned them numerous times before on my channel because I just think that it's such a good way to try out a bunch of perfumes for a really affordable cost. This is the Good Girl perfume and it's so darn expensive, and honestly this Floral Almond smells so flippin' similar. It lasts just as long on the skin. This is $29 and this is like $95 plus. You go onto their website, you can see what perfume is based off of the higher end perfume, so it's easy for you to kind of get an idea of what it smells like. And of course they always have the notes listed. So I'm going to use the Aromatic Pineapple. We are going to start the day. So good. In case you guys were wondering, it's just the pistachio milk, almond extract, 100% maple syrup. So good. And then if you put it in the frother, it's literally a cold foam. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here. I wanted to do a Q&A with you guys. A while ago I asked you to send in questions on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you do. It's listed in the description box. So you can just click on the link and follow me there. I really want to get swipe ups for you guys. So in order to do that, I have to hit 10K. That way I can link stuff for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to hit 50K this year. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you so much to those of you who have hit subscribe. It's just a dream come true and I love each and every one of you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. For today, I'm going to answer your questions that you guys sent in. Let me just pull it up real quick. Okay. So here are the questions. I'm just gonna run through them. Do you whiten your teeth? I don't specifically use anything to whiten my chops. I usually just use whitening toothpaste and whitening mouthwash, so that helps with everyday kind of care. And then I floss on a regular basis because that's so important. How do I get into the police force? Well, there are multiple ways to do that. I have a lot of videos talking about how you can get started. So check out those videos. Easiest answer is you can either put yourself through the academy, which means that you pay monthly, or you can take the civil service exam and get hired that way. I think it's a lot easier to just pay your way through phase 1. So then that's out of the way, and then an agency is more likely to pick you up since you do have phase 1 done. Would you like to travel to the UK sometime? I wouldn't mind going to the UK. I like to travel. Are you single? Yes. If you could pick one type of candy to eat forever, what would it be? So, fun fact, I'm actually not a big candy person. The sour straws, I do enjoy those from time to time, but I'm just not big on candy. When are you gonna get a good man? Well, that's a fantastic question and only God knows. What is the weirdest thing about you? Love ya. Love you too. I mean, there's a lot. I definitely do not leave my apartment until everything is picked up and back in its order. I hate messes. Definitely one weird thing about me is that I pick up everything, make sure everything is in order, the dishes are done prior to me leaving to go anywhere. So that's probably why I'm always in a rush. I hate being late. Tips for females going into law enforcement. Advice you'd give your younger rookie self. That is such a good question. You have to act as if you are in a fish tank and everyone is looking at you. You can't go out downtown getting drunk in public, acting like a fool when you are a new police officer. It puts your job at risk, so don't do anything to jeopardize it. You gotta lay low. And even throughout your entire career, I wouldn't go out and get drunk and act like a yahoo. It's just not smart. You don't know what's gonna happen, or if you encounter other people who are just aggravated and ready to fight because they're drunk, you just never know. So just lay low. And also, some men are just not gonna agree with you working as a police officer, which is fine, because you know what, you do not live for them. What do they know? They don't know squat. Just gotta be aware of that. You might encounter it here and there. It's not a big deal. I feel like I've encountered it a couple times and I just say fluff off to those people because they don't matter at the end of the day. What matters is your hard work and dedication. What was the routine you had prior to the academy? Whew, this is such a good question because I did not have a good routine. I was living at my parents' house. I just graduated. I wasn't really sure what the heck in hole I was gonna do. I was depressed. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my life. I never really wanted to be a cop. I always wanted to do something with makeup and fashion, and then this job came to me. This was never my dream. It just kind of worked out this way. So my routine, I was working at Sephora, I believe. Money was a struggle back then because I didn't make enough. I would go to the gym from time to time, run. I stayed on top of my running. Ugh, life has gotten significantly better since then. How do you like this heat wave? Okay, I can't stand humidity. I think it's so obnoxious. How are you? I am doing pretty darn well. There are times at work where I want to scream my head off because people are just rude, inconsiderate assholes. But life in general is so darn good. I've just been focusing on hanging out with friends, family, my puppies. I've been doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. Any more tattoo plans? As of right now, no. Best pros and cons of your job. It's been pretty meh as of late. I would say a con is like people always think that we're out to get them. Big thanks to the media for making all police officers look bad even when we're not. You guys suck. The biggest pro I have for this job is that you learn so much about life in general. If you weren't a police officer, what do you think you would be doing? Oh, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. I definitely would be doing either esthetician work or makeup, something like that. I would have loved to work at a magazine or something, probably working for like a makeup brand, doing either PR for them. What is the biggest piece of advice you would give any woman wanting to go into law enforcement? Don't get wrapped up into the drama. Just try to stay out of it as much as you can. Be neutral with everyone. It's a lot more difficult if you get involved in all of that stuff. Are you still getting your house built? I am trying. So I finally got everything figured out with the land. I just met with the builder last week and all of the prices have gone up, so it's a little bit more challenging than I want it to be. He still has to get back to me on what the new price is, but I feel like it's gonna be crazy. Have you thought about getting married? Yeah, I mean, eventually, but honestly, right now, I'm so happy with being single and just coming home to my dogs. I love it. I find so much peace in it that it makes me so happy, and I love my life now. So if a guy comes around where he's the right fit, then I would love that. But until then, I'm really happy and content. Hello and love you too. Have you done any special assignments / teams for your PD or just patrol? We definitely do like warrant stuff, so I guess that would be kind of like special. I like to be involved in that kind of stuff. I think that it's fun and you learn a lot doing it. I mainly just do patrol. Oh, you guys are so sweet. How often do arrestees hit on you and how do you respond? I just laugh it off. I'm like, okay. Favorite candy? I would have to say like a Heath bar. I love Heath bars. Would you ever be a canine officer? I totally would, because you can keep the dog. Would you ever consider becoming a detective or going into a special unit? I always wanted to work in the drug unit. I just thought that was so interesting. What's your favorite food and drink? My favorite food has to be pizza or pasta. And my favorite drink, probably a margarita. And then red wine, Moscow mules. Oh, so good. What are the requirements for the academy? Your videos are the best. Ah, you're so sweet. So the requirements. It varies from state to state, but typically you have to do a substantial amount. You can Google this online, whatever area that you're in, just Google it. But it has to be push-ups, a certain amount of push-ups, sit-ups, and a 1.5 mile run. If you can conquer all of that, you are golden. How long have you been a police officer? Almost 5 years. Hi, Sarah! Are you planning on getting any more tattoos? No. I probably will down the road, but as of right now, I don't have any other plans. You do any MMA training to better your self-defense? Yes. I've been going to boxing. I love it so much. It's so much fun. Definitely recommend doing an MMA so that you can stay on top of defending yourself. How did you transition into eating as healthy as you do now? This is kind of bizarre, but I've always been the kind of person who eats healthy. I've found a new definition of healthy though, which is clean ingredients only in your foods, drinks. I'm super ingredient conscious now because I just can't believe the amount of crap that is in our food. It's honestly disturbing. So I have just been trying to focus on straight up ingredients, and I feel the best that I've ever felt in the 30 years of life. So I definitely recommend it. Just read those ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't be eating it. I always loved my vegetables, and I've been a vegetarian for almost, what, 17 years. I personally enjoy it because I'm addicted to how I feel when I eat healthy. What motivates you to go back to work every day? Whew. Girl. I'm not gonna lie, this year so far has been such a struggle because of all the crap that we get and all the scrutiny that we have to deal with. It's just idiotic and annoying, but I have to pay the bills. So that's what is motivating me to go back. Plans for the future. How would you juggle the job and kiddos? Well, okay, so I've talked about this before, where I don't plan on staying in law enforcement for 20 years. I just see more for my life. I would personally like to either get into esthetician work because I love studying skincare and different things that work. I love doing makeup. That's why I really would love for my channel to become full-time, because I really think that I could take any kind of avenue with that. I will always be here for police content because I love helping you guys in that aspect, and I don't have to be full-time in order to help you guys with your careers, your future in police work. I can answer any questions, give you any kind of guidance. I'm gonna do that part-time eventually and focus more on my actual dream. How do you deal with hate? How do you deal with stress? Do you mean like on social media? Because I don't entertain it for even a millisecond. You instantly get blocked if you have any kind of hate towards me, my channel, or my subscribers. Same with Instagram. How do I deal with stress? I take a deep freaking breath. If I'm able to, I'll just slow myself down, sit there for a second, take a deep breath. Would you ever plan on doing a meet and greet? Oh my God, I would love to. What is something you really want to do before this year ends? I really want to get my house somewhat started before this year end. Did you apply to a few different departments before getting hired? Yes, I even applied to the Beverly Hills Police Department because I just wanted to get my application everywhere. I applied to like take the civil service exam, all of that stuff. Apply everywhere because you never know who's gonna call you back, who's not gonna call you back, and it's better to have options. How old were you when you first became a police officer? 24 is when I started part-time. What would you change about your path to get where you are today, career or life? I would put myself through the academy a little bit earlier than I did, because I was like hemming and hawing about it, and honestly that's the best route to go so that you don't have to sit around and wait. Gives you more of an opportunity to get hired. Pet peeves about being a cop. When you're on a call and like neighbors walk over to you, can I help you? Don't ask me that. What is your favorite music from your high school? Like a Sugar by Baby Bash. Oh my gosh. What is your dream car? Range Rover. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who sent a question in. I love when we're able to interact with each other. I will do more of these Q&As as my channel goes on. I am going to take the girls to my parents' house because it's supposed to be really nice today, which it looks dandy as can do. Talk to you guys later.